in Sector Wars, play Astro Blaster.
If you destroy my baby,
Intruder alert. The intruder must not escape.
Dragon's Lair, the fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight.
You will need a torpedo space on it.
Get set.
Paperboy, he doesn't write the news, he just delivers it.
Money! Big prizes! I love it!
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Two Tigers. This was created by Bally Midway in 1984, and I guess there were basically two different cabinets that this game came in. One was the dedicated original, and then another was converted from the game Tron. But I remember seeing this in an arcade back in the day, and it's kind of cool. It is a fixed screen shooter type of game, and it's set in World War II, and your goal is to destroy a battleship, and you have a plane that you fly around. And here's one control panel that had flight yokes, and I guess there was a control panel that had a spinner that would control your plane. But there's also a speed button, and there is a shoot button, and there is a missile button, or a bomb button. But the two different types of cabinets, or the games playing in those two different types of cabinets, are totally, well, not totally different from each other, but there's definitely some significant differences. But this was designed by, I don't know if it's Rob Halliburton, I can't remember, but see, it's a fixed screen shooter, but you can warp through the edges, like top to bottom and vice versa, and left to right and vice versa. But you have infinite shots, you have infinite bombs, and you have infinite lives. However, you need to destroy that battleship. If you miss, or if it gets away before you can destroy it, and you'll hear a little warning sign when it's about to move away, then you get one more chance. And if you miss that time, then it's game over. But you want to destroy like one part of the ship 3 times in a row in that same place. Then it will spring a leak, and you need to make a certain amount of leaks on the ship. And here it says you need 3 leaks to sink that ship, and we'll go ahead and get started. Now on this, which is the original dedicated cabinet, you have kind of a World War II sound effects, like the rat-a-tat of machine guns or the zooming of planes. But again, you have infinite lives, and sometimes there will be mines in the sea, and if they're close to the ship and you shoot them, then they will cause a little hole. And I have one leak that I made, you can see. Now those enemy planes, when you shoot them, their wreckage... Uh-oh, there's the sound effect. Ooh, I got him before he could leave. The wreckage of the planes that you shoot will cause holes in the ship, and that is the best way to cause holes in the ship, is to shoot those enemy planes. Now once you've shot them, you can accidentally shoot the wreckage before it hits the battleship. Don't let that happen. You'll get extra points, but it's not worth it. Let the wreckage fall. And be careful, if you slam into a plane, then you will fall. And there, I got the next battleship destroyed. While you're waiting for your next battleship, you can shoot more planes for points. But yeah, you make 3 holes in the same column, and you will make the ship spring a leak there. And yeah, you need to get 3 leaks to start with. Later on in the game, it will rise to 4. And note that there are guns on the ship that will shoot. For some reason, those shots don't seem to hurt you, or at least I've gone right through them and they haven't hurt me. Now, when you drop a bomb, the only way it seems to really accurately drop it, like straight below from where you are, see, yeah, now I have to make 4 leaks, is to be facing straight down when you're dropping that bomb. And you're only supposed to be able to shoot or drop 1 bomb at a time, although sometimes it seems you can't even do it that often. That's one of the few things that I find really annoying about this game. There, I made a leak. Yeah, you can shoot your own bomb in addition to the enemy wreckage, like I just did a minute ago. Can I get that next leak? Ah, damn it. Run out of time. Oh, just barely made it. But yeah, this must be like a cassette tape inside the cabinet that's making that's making the sound effects. But yeah, while you're waiting for the next battleship, waste some enemies. Okay, now the differences between the cabinets. Let's see if I can find out where I put that. Yeah, there's like slower turning with the Bally Midway original, and there's a turbo button to make you zoom faster when you're flying around. And there's guns on the ship of the battleship. There's guns on the battleship that don't seem to hurt you with their firepower. And then there's the World War II sound effects. The Tron converted cabinet does not have any of that. Doesn't have a turbo button, you're already flying fast. Now there are 3 modes of play for 2 Tigers. And I let that ship go away. I've got another chance. You can get some nice points for taking out some of the sharks that swim in the ocean. But you can play 1-player solo, which is what I've been playing. You can't crash into the mines, but you can crash into the enemy planes. There's solo play. There is 2-player simultaneous cooperative play, and you both try to take out the battleship, but you will start with 1 extra leak you need to make, which is, a total of 4. But still, that is the way you really want to play 2 Tigers, is 2-player simultaneous play. Now, I let too many ships get away, and you got to put in your initials. Unlike a number of Marvin Glass-looking Bally Midway games, you get to put in 3 initials instead of just 2. You can also play a mode that is called Dogfight, and that will be 2 players playing at the same time, but one will try to destroy the other player's battleship that they're trying to protect. And we'll look at those other modes, starting with 2-player cooperative play. Well, we won't look at a full game of these other modes. They play the same in the Tron conversion cabinet. They play the same, but like I said, there's the differences of the Bally Midway original having slower turning for your plane, a turbo button, guns on the battleship and World War II type of sound effects, or the cassette. But can I get that? Hey, just in time. Once the battleship starts to move, any bombs that you try to drop on that ship or enemy wreckage, it won't count. The ship will get away. Yeah, shooting at the battleship does nothing. That doesn't hurt it. You have to use your bombs, or the better idea is to get the enemy wreckage to fall on it. The mines, it's not really that worth it. And yeah, once you get a certain score, and I'm not sure what it is, you will earn yourself an extra battleship. But yeah, you need to spring those leaks. And when you see a bunch of... crap, I don't think I'm gonna destroy it. Nope. Once you see like a group of enemy planes together, that's a good opportunity to take a bunch of them out and cause a quick leak if they can all fall in the same column. But yeah, if you're going to play this game, play the 2-player simultaneous cooperative play, not the dogfight. That's, I mean, you can. I'm not a big fan of that. And yeah, you can fly straight through the bottom. And like I said, if you bomb while you're facing downwards, that's the best way to have an accurate bomb. Hey, cool, we got it. And now we have to make 5 leaks. Yeah, this game is pretty hard solo. It's best to play this 2-player simultaneous cooperative play. And yeah, you have a turbo button with the Bally Midway original. I prefer it without the turbo button. And the Tron conversion does not have the guns on the battleship, nor the World War II sound effects. And it seems you have better steering. But yeah, I saw this once, I think, at an Aladdin's Castle arcade back in the day. It's alright. Crap. Yeah, and if you slam into an enemy, and I think in the Tron conversion, you have a parachuting pilot flying out of it. It takes a long time for that parachuting pilot to land in the water, and you have to wait for that to happen. And you don't get your next plane to appear until that parachuting pilot lands in the water, which really sucks. See, when you're flying upwards or flying at an angle and you drop your bomb, it goes at a weird angle. So you need to be like flying straight down when you drop your bomb for it to go pretty much right where you want it to. And that ship's gonna get away. Game over. Now, if you played the 2-player simultaneous play cooperative, you both get to put in initials, and it shows your initials together, which is kind of cool. We'll do that right here. I guess I accidentally put in A to start with for the second player, so I'm just going to call it ass. Russ into ass. And there we go. But that is 2 tigers. And now let's take a quick look at Dogfight, I think, is what we're going to do here. Yeah, you try to beat the other pilot by sinking their battleship. And play just alternates. you can shoot each other. Yeah. This is Pilot 2's battleship. And Player 1 just wants to try to destroy it. And I think generally the same rules apply for the for what allows the game over if you allow 2 battleships to get away. And there will be the player's battleship will have extra planes on that ship, and the opponent can shoot those planes. Yeah, we let a battleship get away. There's those planes being destroyed. And that same player can shoot their own planes. And this is a little bit of, I think, the Tron conversion. We'll just listen to it. See, it's different. And one other thing you'll notice is that there's crosshairs on the screen. And they will move around a little bit and shoot. And if you're in the crosshairs when it shoots, your ship will fall. But there's no World War II sound effects. And yeah, you don't have a turbo button. You just fly fairly fast. Yeah, this game's alright. Yeah, see, I had to parachute out of there, and I have to wait until that parachute lands in the water before I can get my next plane to appear. It's kind of a pain in the ass. And again, while you're waiting for the next battleship, you can shoot sharks and planes just to get more points. That is the Tron conversion of Two Tigers. But that was Two Tigers by Bally Midway in 1984. Kind of a fun fixed shooting game, or fixed screen shooter game. This is Crazy Climb Ready saying thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy your upcoming weekend, and I will see you later with my next video. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.